It's Wednesday, and you know what that means. Wait a second. Is it Greg Cherry back on No DQ? What is happening? Yeah,
Dear God, man.
And it's time for the Greg Cherry Show. What a show we got, because there is so much to talk.
Yeah.
I was planning on doing the show today on No DQ anyway, and then Monday happened, and it seemed very fitting for me to return. But I do want to address this at the top of the show also, because we got our donation goal still coming along, and
yes,
this is on both yours and my channels, but it's not on No DQ because for some reason the links wouldn't work. But the link is in the description of the show if you want to go check that out. And we are trying to hit a $500 donation goal by the end of the month. So if we hit that, then we have to suffer the fate of wearing garb of our least favorite sports teams. So,
yes, and also keep in mind, if we hit the goal together, if we hit the combined goal, we both have to wear Patriots stuff and talk nice about Belichick. Well, I agree with Belichick part. You don't have to if you don't want to, but I agree with that because I'm clearly an idiot.
It's one of those things that I don't think people realize how much this pains us, because like I posted it the other day and somebody was like, "Oh, that's kind of a lame goal." It's like, you don't understand
the
emotional and psychological pain that we would go through having to don the garb of our least favorite teams. I'm trying to think of something to compare it to, but like, let's say you don't like CM Punk, like you hate everything that he does. It'd be the equivalent of you having to wear CM Punk stuff and like speak highly about him. It's something, or here, something that's not wrestling related. It's like if you hated Donald Trump, which, quite frankly, is pretty much everybody these days, you would have to wear something like Trump related. Like is that something you would want to go through? Is that something you would want to suffer through? Yeah, it's kind of like that. But there you go.
Put it this way. So, I actually did laundry over the weekend and pulled a different Anaheim Ducks shirt. It's actually a Mighty Duck shirt. It's got the old movie logo on it. I literally pulled it out, forgot what green shirt it was, realized it, and literally chucked it across the laundry. I'm like, no, I touched it. That's how bad it is. Like, it's legit a psychological mind screw, but it is. So, yeah. It'll be an hour of torture and torment for both of us, to say the very least.
But I do also want to bring up, because, for longtime viewers of No DQ, they understand the importance of Wrestling Trivia Challenge and how much it really pushed both of us, because both of us were the champions. I have a space on the wheel. Yes, I brought the wheel back from my old sensational stream days back on No DQ. There is a spot on the wheel. If you donate $10, you could get a direct shot at the Wrestling Trivia Challenge Championship. That is something that I originally had set at $100, but I was like, you know what? Take your chances. It's $10. Who knows? You could donate $10 and become the new champion instead of having to go through the tournament, which is a gauntlet of trivia minds. You could just jump the line right away.
Yeah. Now, proviso, little quid pro quo, if you will. It's not a Money in the Bank where you go, here, $10, and if we lose today, no.
Yeah, it's going to be scheduled in
next show.
It's not a
scheduled in. No.
Yeah, not an immediate shot, but it is a guarantee.
Maybe because I knew the questions.
So you have to come up with questions too.
And it's like, so no.
But there you go.
And as you'll see at the close of the show, I'm a very busy man, so it's like trying to come up with trivia questions on top of the other 300 things I'm doing this week alone, let alone this month.
Well, we are going to talk about that, and that's actually good promotion. So the things we're going to talk about on today's show.
Yes, sir.
Of course, we're going to be talking about Sasha and Naomi. We will cover that.
Oh, yeah.
After that, I do want to promote Jack of All Trades for tomorrow, because if you guys have seen Quizzlemania, it's my version of Quizzlemania. So tune into that tomorrow. We'll plug it more and we'll give a little more detail about that. We're talking about some more weird state laws. Hey, you ready? You won't have
ready,
to worry.
brother.
Yeah, you're good to go.
No more writing shit down. I should. Oh, I'm having an eraser though. I just realized that. Sorry, I'll use a rack. Okay.
I was gonna say you should have one on the top of your marker.
There should be, but Dollar Tree, dude, not so much.
Worst comes to worst, just get like a rag or something.
Yeah. But yeah, we're talking about that team up north and that state up north today on the what do you call it?
Weird state laws.
Weird state laws. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. And of
All
course,
right, so we'll
close the show with the Wednesday Q&A. So we're going to talk about Sasha Naomi, and I am going to leave that up for those because we will interrupt the show if you guys donate because we appreciate anything that you send us. So on Monday, you guys all know, like this is not a secret. Yeah. Sasha Banks and Naomi walked out due to creative issues with their match on Monday Night Raw. And the gist of it was that Naomi was actually going to win and face Bianca Belair for the Raw Women's Championship, and then Sasha would go on to face Ronda Rousey for the SmackDown Women's Championship while still being the tag team champions.
Right.
And the plan was for both of them to lose.
Right.
And the way I'm thinking about it, why would you feed your tag team champions to the singles champions? Like that kind of devalues the tag team championships. And regardless of your opinion of how the tag team championships have been booked, they don't deserve as champions to be fed to other champions. It's something that drives me nuts. It's something that drives a lot of people nuts.
Yeah, absolutely.
And a lot of people are jumping Sasha Banks's, you know what, because they feel like, oh, you know, she's done this before, blah, 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 blah. Like, you know damn well that I am one of the biggest Sasha Banks supporters that there is.
Oh, absolutely.
And I still stand by the decision because they want to raise the value of the tag team championships. I mean, that's why they have them. They want them to be important.
Yes.
So I don't blame them. I really don't. Because why would you basically the tag team championships would be kind of forgotten about until Money in the Bank. If then, they didn't even have a match at WrestleMania Backlash. And now you're telling me that they weren't scheduled to have a match like until Money in the Bank, if then?
Which is July 2nd. Why would you do that? So,
then again, this is coming from the same company that the Intercontinental Championship hasn't been defended on pay-per-view since WrestleMania 37.
I was going to say WrestleMania two WrestleManias ago now.
Yeah. Not even this past WrestleMania. WrestleMania before that.
Yeah. It's one of those that it's going to be a divisive thing. It's just going to, make people have their opinions. And at the end of the day, that's what everything is out there right now is an opinion, because regardless of Trinity's friend posting something, regardless of what journalists that live in Northern California or, have worked around fire their whole career or whatever will tell you, none of us really knows, because there's no direct thing other than what WWE has put out there. And WWE is notorious, as we all know, for putting their own spin on things. I said this on last night's Talk Wrestling. Until we hear from Mercedes or Trinity, I'm kind of like whatever on my opinion on the on them actually walking out. The booking of the tag titles has been crap. There is no doubt about that. The booking of the women's division / revolution / whatever, pretty much since and even leading up to the Evolution pay-per-view has been crap. They had this big surge for about a cup of coffee. And now it's just completely fallen by the wayside.
The women's tag team championships have not truly been important since the Golden Role Models held them. When Sasha and Bayley had them and had the Raw and SmackDown Women's Championships, that was the peak for the women's tag team championships. It has been downhill ever since. That they don't have women's tag teams. They have women's singles wrestlers that they throw together. Here, you're a tag team now.
Right.
I don't know.
And again, Don, as far as again, them actually walking out, and especially Sasha walking out for the second time, here's where I stand on that, just based on an objective point of view, not just Sasha, not just anybody. You're right. If I work for somebody else, whatever job I'm in, whatever field I'm in, if my boss tells me this is how we're doing things today, and I have a problem with it, then I go to them and say, okay, how about this? Now, according to some reports, that's exactly what happened. There was a problem with the creative direction. They were they addressed it. It went back and forth. But at the end of the day, we've all heard it. If you especially listen to Conrad Thompson's network of podcasts, because most of the guys that work with him have worked directly under Vince McMahon at some point or another. The buck stops there, man. If Vince says this is how it's going to be, then that is how it's going to be. And if people aren't wanting to work within that creative bubble, then they are within their right to sit at home and not get paid for doing the job they've been asked to do.
So I do want to address this, because
if you're gonna do the one that just posted, I was gonna go ahead and block the guy or time him out, because
don't block him. I do want to say
this twice.
If you think it's a lame goal, then don't donate. No, nobody has a gun to your head saying you have to donate money. And maybe we'll do different punishment ideas next month. Like that. Yeah. I started doing this because we hit the egg goal last month. So I decided to raise the stakes. And if it's not hit, it's not hit. That's fine. We'll come up with something else.
If you want
everything's going to be a hit.
You want the honest God's opinion, the truthful opinion is this. Since we're on no DQ, I can go ahead and say this today. For almost 4 years, I sat in front of a camera like this with a background very similar to this in a house in the San Fernando Valley, and encourage everybody to subscribe and encourage subscriptions, encourage to the point where we got it. We hit our goal of whatever it was, 50,000 subscribers at the time. And I don't discredit Aaron for what he did after I took my ball and went home, to be honest with you, because I 100% did that, after, shortly before Money in the Bank back in 2011. However, it's just one of those things that we are, Greg, myself, JJ, all the people that have, come after the no DQ brand has been very much entrenched and established. We're fighting from scratch. We're fighting from the ground up. So trying to get the watch hours like JJ's doing right now. JJ's fighting to get the views, to get to where he and I have got now, as far as the watch hours to get monetized. It is a bitch to try to, and the thing people at home don't understand is getting the watch hours you need in order to qualify for monetization. It's not about getting them. It's about maintaining them in a certain time window. You have to have 4,000 watch hours from this point right here, right now, to exactly 1 year ago, 12 months ago from this point. So at 7:15 p.m. Eastern, May 17th or May 18th, 2021 until now, there has to be a 4,000 hour watch count to qualify for half of the monetization thing. The other thing is subscriber count. So it's a bitch to try to get monetization, to get views, to get subscriptions, which is why we offer the silly, which is why we ask for donations, which is why we, offer to completely humiliate our damn selves by wearing those god-awful teams jerseys, by having Greg smash an egg on his head in front of the world, things like that. It's not about lame creative, as was said in the chat room. It's about trying to think outside of this little box here. So
it's one of those things that, we try different things. I mean, we'll come up with something. Hey, I'll tell you what, if you think it's such a bad idea, I'll throw this out there, because we'll have a June goal, because I'm going to start doing that. If you have better ideas for punishments, send them our way. If there's something you want to see us do and we have to hit a goal to do it, let us know. How about that? Back to Sasha and Naomi.
Yes, please.
So Naomi is kind of caught in the crossfire for this, because all of the heat is going to Sasha based on reports. And again, we don't know anything. It's pure speculation at this point. The fact that nobody has said anything in WWE since Monday, it's concerning, because you would think that because of this, there would be action taken almost immediately. The fact that it's been 2 days and nothing has been said, I mean, what do you want?
Yeah, I mean,
what do you want us to believe? Like, there was talk about them being suspended, talked about both of them being released, like, and quite frankly, I would put that on John Laurinaitis' plate, is be like, listen, this is the creative direction you have for your tag team champions. Do you think Sasha is not above walking out and going to take money from Tony Khan? And that would be a huge jump. Because Sasha Banks is arguably one of their biggest names. I mean, think of the crossover appeal that Sasha Banks, Mercedes Varnado, has. She's already got her role on The Mandalorian. She was doing like the Kids' Choice Awards. She was doing like the Hot Wings thing on YouTube. Like she does a whole bunch of different things. She was just on the Kevin Hart show, Cold as Balls, that like interview show that Kevin Hart does. Sasha Banks' brand. Yeah, Sasha Banks' brand, Mercedes Varnado's brands, is slowly becoming bigger than WWE. Everybody says, oh, well, Charlotte has this, Becky has this. Sasha's mainstream appeal is bigger than Charlotte's. Sasha's mainstream appeal is, believe it or not, bigger than Becky's.
Oh, it is, without a doubt.
A lot of people don't want to hear that, because it's like, because people see inside the wrestling bubble. They don't see outside of it. And for a long time, I was one of those people who just saw inside the wrestling bubble.
I was a Star Wars fan prior to that, although I'm much more of a Star Trek person than I ever was a Star Wars person. But that kind of reach, that kind of appeal, you figure it's happening all over media right now. You figure John Cena, who has been a popular person within WWE, controversial to be sure as far as popularity, but he brought eyes to the DC world, as is The Rock going to. He's going to be Black Adam pretty soon. So the mainstream appeal of wrestlers has definitely become more prevalent than post Attitude Era, even post Ruthless Discretion era, because it's been, there's more of them out there now. The Rock's definitely been a part of that, a major portion of why that's happening, which is why he's being featured on Renegades Reviews this month, because he was the guy that really reconnected that bridge after the bridge that Hogan tried to connect burned, viciously into the water. So it was just in his back. So
right. Deflecting from this a little bit. I am making a judgment call right now. The $500 for the jerseys is not going to happen, so we're squashing that.
Okay, sounds good
so
to me.
I am kind of throwing you under the bus a little bit here, Jeff, because of what I am suggesting.
Okay.
If we get to $250, both of us will do the Bean Boozle challenge.
How's that?
The nasty jelly beans. Have you never heard of those?
No idea.
Okay.
No.
Well, it's basically jelly beans that taste really disgusting.
Oh, okay. Sure. Why not?
So there you go. If we get to $250, please use the Streamlabs link. Then there you go. And you know what? I'll even be kind. I'll count the $10 we got in the last couple of weeks towards that $250. So you'll really only have $240 to go. Right. So there you go. Something different. The jersey thing wasn't happening, which thank God I don't have to buy Cleveland Brown stuff. But hey.
Right. Like I said, I have that one Ducks shirt that's not directly Mighty Ducks. I don't buy any more crap. It works for me.
Yeah. So there you go. But we're not doing the jersey thing anymore. It's the Bean Boozled Challenge, which I'm not looking forward to. Having had like Harry Potter jelly beans before, one of the nastiest things I've ever had. Like I had a vomit jelly bean, and that was the most disgusting thing I've ever put in my mouth. So,
right, that's nasty. Oofa.
So, there you go. There's your new goal for the month. So right. I don't know if you have put it in here. You probably didn't. No, I'll have to add it.
Yeah, I'm not. It's one of those, again, you know, we set a high goal because we didn't want to have to wear those god-awful teams' you know, merchandise, let alone have to pay for the merchandise in the first place. We don't want to support those guys, but you know, we were again thinking outside the box. So
yeah.
Anyway,
but we tried different things. Maybe 500 was a little too lofty, but
maybe
we learn. We learn on the show.
We learn.
So I do want to talk.
And okay,
I do want to talk about this because tomorrow is Jack of all trades, and tomorrow on Jack of all trades,
the graphic.
Yeah, I was loading up the graphic. There it is. Okay. Tomorrow, you will be watching Jeff Meacham return to Jack of all trades, along with Nico Rigoli, Jarrett Bailey, who's making his Jack of all trades debut, and the current champion from Wrestle Buddy, Matty Laws. If you've seen Quizzlemania before, it is my version of Quizzlemania, so check that out tomorrow, and that is exclusively on the Greg Cherry brand. So. If you want to go see it, you have to go over there to watch it. It's not going to be on the Jeff Meacham Network. It's not going to be on NoDQ. It is strictly my thing. So go check that out. I'm trying to get higher profile guests. Not that any of you guys are low profile, but I'm shooting for the stars. I tried to get Kane. I'm going to be honest. I tried to get Kane because tomorrow is May 19th, and I thought it would have been hilarious. But no luck there. So go check that out. Jeff, anything to say to your Jack of all trades contestants for tomorrow?
Go easy on me. Please don't hurt me like I did last time. Good Lord. Tornado, we actually started with Sasha and Naomi. That was the whole first 20 minutes of the show, pretty much, except for plugging Jack of all trades and the Streamlabs. So yep.
So yes, Jack of all trades is tomorrow. I have a lot of fun with that. I'm going to tell you this now. So if any of the other contestants want to know, there is a brand new round tomorrow that I'm really excited about. And it's a round I've wanted to do for a hot minute. And I feel like this group of 4 is the perfect group to test that out on. So I think it's a round you'll enjoy, but we'll see. I haven't figured out the scoring of it yet, but I was thinking of it last night. Tornado says he's starting to believe it's a work. You know, we've heard from a lot of people that the Sasha Naomi thing is not a work. And I told you, Jeff, before we went on the air, that if they are working us, you know, bravo. It's impressive.
Right. And maybe exactly.
Maybe it's some kind of storyline. Maybe it leads into Naomi joining the bloodline and turning heel because the fans think Sasha and Naomi aren't reliable or something to that effect. I don't know. But I find it hard to believe that they would put out that statement. There's just so much unexplained. And like even all the stuff that Sean's been getting for Fightful. like I don't know. Like I don't have a good answer, because if it were not a work, then wouldn't this be addressed? Like, wouldn't they have been suspended or be released like almost immediately?
Right.
Like action would have been taken.
Right, exactly. I have a very hard time believing that it's a work at this point, and I only say that now because the host of Raw, the play-by-play guy, Jimmy, whatever the hell his last name is, has his own podcast, and he made it very clear that he doesn't BS on his podcast. So, and he brought it up that it was he knew as much as he was allowed to know until he went backstage, pretty much. So, I'm curious how it goes, but we'll see. Whoa, Mr. and Mrs. Rifter here. Holy shit! Let me just take a moment here.
Well, Aaron, Caitlin, since you're both here, we can if you see on the bottom of the screen the Streamlabs link, Jeff and I will both do the Bean Boozled challenge if we reach $250 in donations by the end of May. It doesn't even have to be by the end of this episode, just by the end of the month. Right. So there you go.
God help us. His idea, not mine. I am much like Aaron. What I was with Aaron after WrestleMania 32, where Aaron said he would shave his head if Zack Ryder won the Intercontinental Championship. We all saw how well that went for us.
I mean, at least in this instance, we get paid.
Hey, I'm not saying I wasn't treated very well during that run with no DQ as far as payments and perks and everything, but yeah, I my head's never been shinier in my life. Hey, speaking of money, there it is.
Yep. I don't know which channel that's on. It hasn't popped up on my end
here because I have the access in front of me here. Let's see. So Greg Cherry Brand, it's on yours. So there you go. There it is. Thank you, Dwayne. We appreciate that.
Thank.
All right, well, let me just see here.
All right, we're up to
Greg Cherry. Oh, you know what? Hang on. I'm sorry, it is on mine. I apologize. Well, that's okay.
I'll appreciate that.
Yes, but again, if you're gonna donate to Greg's channel, make sure you Streamlabs, because he does. I forgot you disabled on YouTube. I forgot you did that. So, yeah, you can't donate on Greg's channel on YouTube anymore because they weren't paying him. Let's not lie. So, yeah, but thank you, Dwayne. I always appreciate donations from you. It's very much appreciated. That's a good question from Mrs. Riff there. What flavors exactly are we getting ourselves into here?
So it's what a box, honestly. So I don't have a good answer for that. Yeah, I don't have a good answer for that. It's really up to whatever comes out of the box. But, we have to reach that goal first. If we don't reach the goal, then, it's a wash. But we have to reach that 250 to the Streamlabs to be able to do that. Or you can PayPal me directly.
Yeah, I know.
Spoiled milk would be disgusting.
Oh, God. Spoiled milk would actually get us, sick. I don't know if that's a good idea. Spoiled, and I'm actually intolerant. I found that. Yeah, I actually started drinking lactate milk because I can't do regular milk anymore. So spoiled milk can be really bad. Oh, there you go. That'll work.
Yep. Hopefully that one actually showed up on the no DQ one, because it was giving me issues before.
It did. It actually. Well, I don't know if the link actually is clickable, but it did show up in the thing over here. So,
no. Anyway,
clickable is the key. But I at the end of the day, I'll copy and paste. I mean, really.
Yeah. So if you want to watch Jeff and I suffer, then there you go.
Yeah, I've done the Birdie Bots beans. Those are not pleasant. I can't imagine a box of all crap. Oh my God.
I don't know if they're all crap. I think some of them are actually decent. Some of them are real jelly beans, but
okay.
So we would. I don't know how many we would do, but
I mean, for $250, that's quite a bit of. It's quite a bit of money. So I would say however big the box is, we kind of, do a proper ratio,
I don't want to do the whole box though. Like, phew.
How big are these boxes?
I don't know. Like, I haven't actually done it because I've been like terrified to, but it's like, gotta do something,
Right. Jelly Belly
right.
Bean Boozled. Okay, here we go. Okay,
all right, so we're going to talk about some weird laws from the state of Michigan. And yeah.
Sorry.
Haven't even started the Bean Boozled challenge yet, Jeff.
Oh, trust me, I'm already there when it comes to that state up north.
Yeah. All right, so here we go with some weird laws, and don't forget, you guys can still donate to the Streamlabs, and I'll keep a tally of what's up.
Before you get into the list, okay, this is how evil they are. Okay, not only do they have a good mix of good and bad flavors, the good and bad are the same looking things. Like, okay, there's a bean that could be a juicy pear or a booger. They're both green. They're both got that green tint to it. It could be a Tutti Frutti or Stinky Socks. It could be a strawberry banana smoothie, which sounds wonderful, or a dead fish. It could be pomegranate or an old bandage. Berry blue or toothpaste. Yes, sir.
I don't want to interrupt, but we're getting ourselves a wheel spin.
Woohoo!
From the boss man himself, Aaron
Whoa, Rift. Hey, Aaron Rift.
Wouldn't it be something? Wouldn't it be something if Aaron landed on the title match?
Shit. Talk about a cross-promotional nightmare for all of us, or actually a dream come true, because I'll be busy then.
I believe that Aaron would be the first repeat challenger of my reign. I'm pretty sure I've faced somebody different every single time.
Other than me, yeah, that's true.
Well, no, I've only defended against you once. This reign.
Oh, this reign, that's true. Okay.
Yeah. So Aaron could very well be the first repeat challenger. So
there you go. As you draw the wheel up here, so berry blue or toothpaste, toasted marshmallow or stink bug. There's instant vomit right there for me. Good Lord, I hate stink bugs so much. Birthday cake or dirty dishwasher. As a former restaurant dishwasher, good God. Cappuccino, which I'm not a coffee guy, or liver and onions. Oh Lord. Peach or barf. It literally says the word barf. Yep. And then buttered popcorn.
Cappuccino wouldn't be that great for me either. Like, cappuccino is supposed to be a good one. I don't like coffee, so like I feel like I'm at a disadvantage.
Yeah. So there are 12 different beans, 12 good flavors, 12 flavors that'll make us create the one flavor.
All right. So for the first time on the No DQ channel in a hot minute, we're spinning the wheel.
The new fancy wheel on No DQ with that.
It is. So here we go. Here is the spin.
Round and round she goes. Where she stops, Jeff has to suffer.
It's an entrance. All right, okay. Rift. Do you want to tell me which wrestler entrance you want me to do? It's been a while since then. And I'll try not to get you copyright straight.
Right.
No guarantees. It should be fine. I've never had any issues with it.
Yeah. No, Caitlin, stink bug. Legit. If there's actually a stink bug option, like, what kind of evil sorcery bastard is behind that bean? That's just disgusting and wrong on levels.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord. Anyway, so, all right. Weird state laws.
Ironically, weird state laws from Michigan, while we wait for Aaron to say which entrance he wants. And I'm not doing Melina.
Sasha, right? I mean, it has to be Sasha Naomi today, right? It has to.
Let me put it this way: if you want to see Melina's entrance from me, $100. The Bellas, of course. You suck up.
All right. That's for the wife, you kiss ass.
It is for the wife. I know it's for the wife. All right.
That's great. They both sent Bellas. I think she's running his comments.
That's possible.
Oh, that's tremendous. Oh, that just made okay. Now, here's the thing. She said Bellas. Does that mean I have to go into Brie mode over here?
Yeah, you can go Brie mode. I'm guessing I'm going Nikki.
Nobody wants to see me do the Nikki entrance. Trust me.
Well, I'm going to. So there you go.
Well, you're going to. I'm sure as shit not, unless no.
The thing is, Brie's entrance is way easier.
I know.
All right.
Well,
give me a second.
The good part is my camera's up here now instead of like here, so I can actually move it around, do this, and do the whole thing. My house looks like shit, but that's what it is. I'm trying to get these new things to work. I don't know if you guys can see the new earbuds. These are these were bought simply because I'm going to Disneyland on June 6th, and I have a 3:10 in the afternoon dining reservation and a 4 o'clock stream with JJ. It's like those are not going to mix well without me having to have earbuds in. So, all right, here we go. I honestly forget what Brie does for her entrance, but I'll go ahead and try it here. Look out, Betsy, whatever the hell your name is. Move, daughter. Good. Okay.
Ready, Jeff?
I forget what Brie does.
Oh.
I'm trying to remember now. Oh, Brie mode! Yeah, okay, that's really all I know.
That's all it is.
Yeah, it's
to be fair.
Yeah.
See, mine,
to be fair,
I even had when the hat was out of shot. That was half of it.
And to be fair, when it was the Bellas, they both did the butt shake, and I'm like, yeah, we don't need to be scaring people away more than we already did. So, watching Greg and you got By the way, everybody in the chat room watching ODQ that's talking about Saturday, you guys suck. Now, granted, I'm going to see my family Saturday because I'm going to Teresa's this weekend, and we're doing a Mike night with Jay and I in the same room, which hasn't happened in a long time as far as he and I hosting the show together in the same place. But yeah, y'all still suck. Anyway,
this guy donated $2. Thank you very much, this guy.
Thank you, this guy.
Guys. Yeah. He said, "Wish me luck while I single parent my daughter while my fiance is in the hospital." Well, I hope your fiance gets better. Hospital visits are never fun.
Yeah, definitely.
He says he's confused on why Naomi would throw her push away. Sasha's going to be the Rock soon. And Vince failed Elias years ago. The storyline won't make up for the past. We still don't know what's going on with Naomi and Sasha. So,
no idea to this day.
And I'll say this. The Ezekiel thing is entertaining for me.
Yes.
I wasn't sure how I was going to feel about it, but being that they put him with Kevin Owens right from the start, there wasn't anybody better to put him with because Kevin Owens was going to make it good. I find it entertaining. Because we're all in on it. Like, we're all in it. It's not like they seriously believe it. Like, it's a gag. Like, it is a gag, and that's
100% a gag. 100%.
Now, if they brought in Damian Sandow to be Elias, that would be even more funny.
Yes, I agree with that. And so here's the deal, Caitlin. I remembered the pointing up and the plaid thing, and this part is why I'll never do a Brie entrance. Because I ain't running across the screen. Because one of two things will happen. I'll either get so winded I'll pass it on the air, or I'll fall on my face. Either way, not so much.
Well, hey, at least we don't have the ring ropes where we can't do the backwards flip over the top.
This is also true because I would completely eat shit. It would be a thing. Oh Lordy! All right, so weird laws in the state where no DQ headquarters is currently housed.
I wonder if Aaron donated just to say, hey, don't talk about the weird laws of the state we live in. Do the Bella's entrance instead.
Oh well. Because what I'm wondering is how many laws have they broken between the two of them?
We're about to find out.
Here we go, everybody. That's it. Here we go.
In Michigan, persons may not be drunk on trains.
I definitely know that wasn't Aaron.
Yeah.
The missus I can't speak for because I haven't actually been on a train with her in Michigan, so wouldn't surprise me. Lady Aaron and Caitlin maybe, but not Aaron and Caitlin.
I got to meet Lady Aaron for the first time on Saturday. That's cool.
Suck it from the back. That's all I got to say. Thanks.
I've already met Aaron and Caitlin because they were at G's wedding. So
okay, again, straight just from the back. The whole thrust of the show now. Thanks. Yeah.
Also in Michigan.
Yes.
Also in Michigan. Adultery is illegal, but can only be punished upon a complaint by the affected husband or wife.
I am 100% okay with that one, actually.
So if they don't say anything, then I guess it's fine.
I reckon. But, well, either way, it's wrong in the eyes of certain beliefs and people. But, the court will give a shit if you're not the actual offended husband and wife, I guess.
No man may seduce and corrupt an unmarried girl, or else he risks 5 years in prison.
Oh, you're in trouble, Aaron. Anyway. Oh, I'm going to get fired for this. I really don't care. Anyway.
Also in Michigan, a woman isn't allowed to cut her own hair without her husband's permission.
That's ridiculous.
Well, hold on. To cut her own hair. Like, I think that means for her to do it herself. Like, I think if she goes to a stylist, it's fine.
Oh, okay. Okay. Then, yeah. Okay. I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah. I don't think it was like, hey, you can't cut your hair at all.
It's like, yeah, that was some bass backward stuff there. I was like, wait a minute. Welcome to 1796, everybody.
It is legal for a robber to file a lawsuit if he or she got hurt in your house.
You know what? That was a law here at one point too. And I did a parade down the street when they revoked that. Like, how in the hell can that be a thing? Like, you broke into my house and you're going to sue me because your dumb ass tripped and hit my TV or something? Like, no, you get what you deserve, asshole.
Like that's basically a law that promotes theft.
Yeah. Right?
Because it's like, hey, you can steal whatever you want. If you get hurt, then you can sue them and get the stuff that I don't know.
Well, what's funny about Caitlin's comment is for a while nobody could go do any of that for freaking how many years, go out and actually get a haircut. So if you already broke it since you've been married, good on you, girl. You actually got to go out of the house.
In Detroit, Michigan, putt golf courses must close by 1 a.m.
1 a.m.
Who's mini golfing that late?
That would be Team No DQ, and you know this to be true.
Oh.
Yeah. If you know, you know.
Golf, yeah. All right.
If you all golf over the weekend, I will kill every single one of you. I'm saying it in front of the world right here and now.
Yeah, I don't appreciate confessions on my show, Jeff. I don't want to be party to any of that. I don't think mini golf is in the plans, by the way.
Seriously, I'm almost positive. I'm not 100%, but I'm almost positive that either the course we used for the first time, we did that on XMV, and I think Fantasia still has theirs. Either way, WrestleMania in April. Come on, y'all. Anyway.
Also in Detroit, you'll like this one, Jeff. Security guards at Joe Louis Arena will confiscate any item they feel might be thrown onto the ice.
Here's the deal. If you're at Joe Louis Arena now, you're skilled.
Yeah.
They throw that shit down.
Yeah, I was going to say that. That's definitely an old one. But it's still funny being in a Detroit.
Considering, well, I wonder if they kind of look the other way on purpose, because as hockey fans know, the octopi were flying over at the Joe especially during playoffs. So I don't think that's going to be a thing. And yes, everybody but me, this guy, they're having a Greg Cherry, and I'm assuming Jen are meeting up with an ODQ team in.
Jen's actually not going, but
she's not going. Okay.
Yeah,
I saw him there. It's a 2-hour drive. Yeah, if you're not driving in January from Greg's house, it's a 2-hour drive to Cleveland. January, it's 4 hours in the blizzard.
Yeah, like I told Jen this morning or this afternoon, whenever it was, like, yeah, it'll be nice to drive to Cleveland, words I've never said before. When the weather isn't terrible.
Yeah. What was so dumb about that? It took them 4 hours. Those poor people, 4 hours to get to me, and then of course the weather it took us less than an hour to get back.
It wasn't less than an hour.
Shit?
Yeah, it was. It was way more to get.
I don't think it was too much farther than one, because I remember thinking like, damn, that's bullshit. Maybe two. Yeah, remember that was 9 years ago. So, wow, that's crazy.
Also in Detroit, it is illegal for a man to scowl at his wife on Sunday.
Just throw the comment away, Jeff. Let it go. Oh, Lordy. Well, Josh just made your day in the chat room. I'll go ahead and throw it up there.
Oh, you better believe we're going to stop the shades. You best believe we are.
And yes, only Sunday, apparently, this guy. Yeah, the other 6 days, they can scowl all they want.
Yep. Must be tough on pay-per-view nights.
If the wife's scowling up every day, it makes more sense.
Yeah. In Sioux, Michigan, smoking while in bed is illegal.
I hope so. Yuck. Ugh. Smoking should be illegal anyway. I said it. Come at Philip Morris.
And finally, this one's kind of depressing. It's not quite depressing. No, I won't do that one. I'll do this one because it's ridiculous. The state of Michigan, under state law, dentists are officially classified as mechanics. Michigan. All right.
And that's why Harbaugh's y'all's coach right there. Because shit like that. Anyway.
Look at all the national championships he brought. Okay. I can't say anything. Notre Dame hasn't won one since I was 2 years old. All right.
But they've done it in your lifetime.
They have done it in my lifetime. I just, didn't comprehend it. So at least I can say all of my sports teams of choice have won a championship in my lifetime. I'm very fortunate for that. The Steelers have won 2 Super Bowls. The Penguins have won 5 Stanley Cups. The Yankees have won a bunch of World Series. I'm good as far as sports go. But I would like to see a Notre Dame national championship. Come on, Marcus Freeman, do your thing. It starts at Ohio State in September. Good crummy.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind the Angels winning one in Dylan's lifetime, because that hasn't happened yet. Everything else, I think, it happened. Lakers, Kings, Dodgers. Yeah, everybody that we have ever cared about as far as LA teams has won, except the Angels in his lifetime. I know the Angels are an Anaheim team. Shut up, y'all. Anyway, so question on the diet that I'm going to bring up, because it was asked very early, and I'm just going to say it real quick since we're on ODQ anyway. I am not feuding with Mr. Donish anymore. I haven't talked to him in a minute. There was a conversation last year sometime after a post I made that was taken the wrong way. I don't even really consider it anything anymore other than when you guys bring it up on my shows. The same thing with the other person that was involved on Team ODQ back in those days. They made their choices to live their lives how they're going to. I don't begrudge them that, and I hope they don't begrudge me mine. If they do, cool. It's not even low on the priority. It's a non-issue. as far as the two people, Noah and the other gentleman. So I wish them well. I know that Noah has had was involved in an automobile accident not too long ago, and I hope that everybody has recovered. I hope everything's well, and I too hope everything is well with my former co-host, because I do wish them both very well. All right, and Johnny says, can we get Greg on more videos? You and I are missed on the review. I'll be on the review tomorrow. So there is that.
Yeah, we will see. Like, I'm happy doing the stuff with the Greg Cherry brand. Again, check out Jack of All Trades tomorrow over there. The no DQ thing, we will see. This is kind of a test run. Let's be honest.
Yes.
I will be seeing Aaron this weekend, so maybe that'll come up in the discussion. So, as the Undertaker said to close his Hall of Fame speech, never say never.
That's it.
It's a cop out, but all right. Let's see.
Not really a question, more of a suggestion. But you know what? That's pretty nasty. I've had oyster juice. It's gross. So there's a point where we're doing these things. Go ahead.
Yeah, let's see if we can hit this goal first, and we'll go from there.
Right. That's it.
We're closer than we were.
Right. That's it. Kedrick, we are actually going to talk about the Flair thing on Open Mic Night on the Jeff Meacham Network on Saturday. But Greg, feel free to. What do you think about this whole Jim Crockett promotion / Ric Flair thing from Conrad?
I mean, if Flair wants to wrestle again, that's fine. It's probably not going to be a singles match. If it is, I'm surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if it's against Jay Lethal, though, if they did the one-off, because that's who he was working with anyway, training. Steamboat said no, like that got squashed today. So it's not going to be Flair and Steamboat.
In Nashville.
Yeah. So there you go. Nice. It's kind of, it is what it is. Hopefully he doesn't die. Like I'll just say that. Hopefully he doesn't die.
It's almost like haha, but it's like, yeah.
Like there's actual concern there. Like I tried to say that like jokingly, but it's at the same time it's serious.
Yeah. Here's a great question to close out, Greg. Yeah. He was in a medically induced coma, as recently as 5 years ago, and now he's going to get back in the ring. So we'll see. But here it is. Okay. Well, yeah. So Josh, your Q&A as far as Mania matches, number one, definitely more of a March, April question. Number two, not going to be able to answer it in 6 minutes. Just crazy. No. However, Daniel, we'll actually throw yours up because we're actually going to close early because of the potential of having the Joker match early on. Who do we think will be the Jokers for the Owen Cup? So both Jokers will be revealed tonight during the course of the 2-hour Dynamite show. One against Samoa Joe, one against our buddy Dr. Britt Baker, DMD. So
I'm going to say it's the Garganos.
Really? Okay.
Gargano, I like it. Candace. I mean, Candace has just expired, so I don't think she's got no compete. And Gargano's been gone since November. So,
yeah. And Candace posted a picture, I think today or yesterday, holding the little one who's already like ridiculous. I'm like, God, it's crazy. She's ready to go. So, did we see the tweet? What tweet?
I don't know if that was to us. All right. So,
Aaron. Okay, I got you. Okay, that's it.
Yeah, real quick before we end the show, let's get that off the screen.
Whoop.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why that happened.
I don't know. But tomorrow, it's going to be the return of Jack of All Trades on the Greg Cherry brand. Again, if you've seen Quizlemania in the past, it is my version of Quizlemania. You see Jeff Meacham looking to regain his Jack of All Trades championship that he lost a couple months ago. Nico Rigoli, who challenged on the very first episode. He was in the inaugural tournament. And Jared Bailey, a good buddy of mine, he's also a Pittsburgh guy. I didn't get to meet him at Dynamite, but it'll be our first face-to-face interaction on Jack of All Trades. And, of course, the reigning champion, Matty Laws from WrestleBuddy, who has really been on a tear. He's doing very well for himself.
Yeah.
So we will see how he does, see if he retains his championship. And it's going to be a good time. I think it's going to be a lot of fun having the four of you on the show, and I'm even looking forward to next month's guest, who I'm going to get for that. I have ideas of who I want, but we'll see if they come to fruition. Jeff, anything to say as we close out the show?
Yeah, it's going to be, like I said, at the top, I'm clearly a glutton for punishment because I'm the busiest dude in the room. And it kind of is what it is, because after I do Jack of All Trades with you guys coming up at can't even get the banner here because I need to be able to show time because these did change, so bear with me here. Well, that's not what I wanted to do at all. Crap. There it goes. Jeez, I'm sorry. I'm having a bad lag issue here. There it goes. Okay. So after Jack of All Trades, hopefully we get done in time. If not, I've had it's okay that we get pushed back a little bit here. Or she gets pushed back. Jenny Santana will be returning to the channel. She'll be on at 6:30 Eastern with an official preview because they are making their debut on Saturday. Ultimate Women Wrestling out of the Sahara in Las Vegas. Going to be great. And then immediately after I'm done with Jenny, I'll be right back here on NoDQ.com for the No DQ review for the week. And man, you think Greg and I had something to say about what went on Monday night? You think JJ and I are going to talk about it? Or we're going to talk about how we've been on the air. We got Virtue and Aaron and myself in the same room talking about the same thing. God help anybody in that chat room or on the air with us.
All right. So real quick, go subscribe to the Greg Cherry Brand. Go subscribe to the Jeff Meacham Network. We appreciate your support over there. Check out Jack of All Trades. Check out Jeff's interview with Jenny Santana. Check out the No DQ review. We thank you guys for watching. We thank you. And maybe we'll see if we hit our goal next week. It is the last week of May, but donations are still accepted throughout the course of the week. So thank you very much for joining us. Go watch Dynamite. Let's see who those jokers are. And we will see you next week right here on the Greg Cherry Show. Have a good night, everybody.